Today I want to talk about OpenAgents Inc., who they are, what they're doing, why I think it's interesting. This used to be known as GPU Utopia. You could farm out your GPU capacity to do AI type tasks and earn Bitcoin. And they are coming back, rebranded as OpenAgents. GPU Utopia spun down pretty much due to lack of demand. Things have changed in the past year and a half since they shut down that project and reopened as this one, and they are reimagining it, and it's going to work a little bit different this time around. And so what they've done is created a flagship app called Commander, and that's what I'm going to be showing, just a sneak peek into what they've just released recently. And here we can see their GitHub, and I will leave links in the comments below. So OpenAgents Commander will be the app you will run locally that will allow people to connect to you, buyers that are looking to run LLM queries. And you'll be able to fulfill those requests and get paid in Bitcoin for it. And the way that's going to work is they are going to integrate with the Spark SDK. If you don't know what Spark SDK is, there's some pages here you can read up with some information about what Spark is and how it interfaces directly with Bitcoin. So what they've done to facilitate this is they've created their own wallet. The OpenAgents wallet uses Spark, and this will play into Commander once they start getting those integrations done. So I'll leave some links to that if you want to read up on what Spark is and how that is another layer for Bitcoin. So coming back to Commander, for Commander to work, it uses Ollama, and then within Ollama, right now they're using the Gemma 3 1B model. So you need to have that installed as a prerequisite. I have that installed locally. I did things a little bit different. Rather than just installing Ollama directly on my Windows 10 machine, I did run it inside of Docker. So here we can see I've used Docker Compose to run a series of containers running Ollama and a web UI to interface with it, which is also being run inside of WSL2, Windows subsystem for Linux. To get this working, I had to do some kind of wonky things that are probably not going to be supported out of the box. I wouldn't recommend doing it that way, but it's the approach I wanted to take. We'll see if I keep going this direction or not. So the next thing we'll want to do is actually run the app, and to do that, let me pull my window over here in WSL2, and we want to do npm start within the Git repo to start the build of the app. So we'll give that about 30 seconds to launch, and then I'll pull it over here so we can see what this looks like. This was also within WSL2. Again, I do some weird things to make this work. WSL2 does not support webcams out of the box, and you're going to see some unique features they're going to build into Commander that require a webcam. So I had to compile the kernel and load in some webcam modules for this to work. So if you're going to do this, I would just recommend straight up installing all of this directly on your machine. If you want to give it a spin, don't do what I did. Save yourself some headache. Alright, and here we go. We have the OpenAgents Commander window. Now this connects to the Ollama model, and here we can just type in a message. So we'll just ask it to tell us good evening. So there we can see the model responds back with a response. With the way this is implemented, they give pretty basic responses. But the idea here is that this interface will also use video gestures. And so to enable that, we're going to turn this on, which will enable the webcam. Give that a minute to initialize, and then we should see it start to track my left hand here. And you can see that cube in the background is starting to spin. It has a couple of different gestures that supports. Open palm. If I reverse, the cube starts turning the other direction. It should start turning the other direction. A closed fist will stop it. And then a peace sign or two-finger V is another supported gesture. As you can see, it detects the pose but does nothing. And then if we do a pinch, we can actually move some windows around. So pinch that, and I can drag this around. So we're going to have kind of our own Jarvis, as you will, type interface. We can talk to it, well, through messages, and we can wave at it. And then we'll have some cool graphics that will render in the background that you'll be able to manipulate with your hands. So it's still very rudimentary, but is being rapidly developed. So keep an eye on this project, as it will be changing a lot over the coming days and weeks. But pretty cool stuff. Excited to be able to sell out some idle GPU for some Bitcoin. If you got a gaming PC that's sitting there at night not doing anything, and you got cheap electricity, why not? So yeah, a little bit about that project. I'll leave some links for anybody that's interested in checking it out. Thank you.